Hi, it's Darlene from Scrappin', Stampin' and Inkin' by Dardine. And today I would like to share with you my recipe and photo folio mini album. I created this album after watching a video and tutorial on YouTube done by Tamara of Country Craft Creations. It was called Saucy Folio Recipe Mini Album. There have been a lot of us that have made these folio recipe albums with many different paper collections, and they all have been done fabulously. The collection that I chose to use for mine was by Bo Bunny, and it was entitled Family Recipes. My album is 8.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide, and has a spine of 1.5 inches. The materials that I used for this was the entire pack of 12 by 12 Bo Bunny family recipe collections, along with the sticker sheet and whatever chipboard pieces there were. And I also used two 12 by 12 packs of artisan cardstock, which you can purchase from countrycraftcreations.com. The colors were classic red and white. I also used a package of Bo Bunny photo sleeves and a few other photo sleeves for recipe cards that I had in my stash. I used a brown cord ribbon for trim, and these little knife, fork, and spoon, they're wooden painted and glued onto clothespins, which I thought were very attractive for this particular album. And that was in my stash. The side spine here that I have a piece of denim material that had like a paper backing to it that I attached on my spine. And these are vegetable buttons that I purchased from Country Craft Creations. The back was a sheet of the paper and a little photo card that I cut out and glued onto the cardstock and stuck it on the back. And again, the brown cord ribbon. On the front here, you see that I had taken some of the stickers and backed them with cardstock and stuck them on. This frame here that I have over top of a sealed recipe card with one of the recipe photo sleeves I got from the collection, 4x6, and I chose to cut out the inside. I left the little hand pot holder and this little paper ornament and the vegetables and fruit and vegetables here in the corner, and chose to glue that down and attach the knife, fork, and spoon to that. Okay, let's get started on the inside and do our little walkthrough. I'm going to try to keep this in camera here. And these two pages mirror each other. And the paper in this collection was such a delight to work with, so very colorful. I have on both of these pages a bottom pocket with some of the little photo embellishments that I cut out and backed and glued. I have two photo mats in each pocket that I had backed. And what I thought would be nice, and why I call this a photo recipe folio, is the fact that my granddaughters and I love to bake cookies at Christmas time. And I thought that it would be a lovely idea to put our photos, baking cookies, on the front and the recipes on the back. And you could also put a photo of the family dinner and maybe jot down some of the things that you made that were special to a few of the relatives that day. Okay, let's go on to the album here. Let's see if we can keep this in focus. The first page here has two pockets. Excuse me. The top pocket is a little longer and it has larger photo mats in it. And the second are smaller. You could use as a journaling card or a photo mat. On the bottom, for embellishments, I had taken two of the cut-aparts and placed them on cardstock and glued them onto a paper doily that I thought looked real nice there. This page, I love this paper. Green is my favorite color, and I love vegetables. So this here to me was, I couldn't cover it up. But you could put a picture or recipe card or whatever. This little cut apart I cut and placed on cardstock and glued it where you could put a photo or a recipe card behind there. This is a pocket page. My pages are, I do have magnets in here, so they are magnetized. This is a photo book in here, so this is matted on all four sides. So you really could put photos or recipe cards on here. So this would hold 7 or 8. And this will slide right back in here. The next are two pocket flaps. This page here was very busy and I didn't do anything with it. It has a listing of different spices and sugar and flour and lemons and canisters on it, and it was just so pretty I didn't want to cover it up. These two pages, or pocket pages, flaps, are more or less identical. They are matted on both sides where you could put a recipe or a photo. These little booklets are matted on the front and back, and there's spaces for photos or recipe cards on the inside. And then they slide right back into this pocket. And they're both very similar, front and back. And like I said, this paper was so colorful and so pretty that it truly was a joy. And when you find a paper that is so exciting to work with, oh, you just start and before you know it, it's finished, your project. Okay, and this paper here was rather busy, so I just left it. This also has the photo book in it, or recipe booklet, also for journaling. It will go right in here. This is that paper that I love again. Left it plain for whatever you choose to use on it. Here I have a belly band. You could journal on this. There are two mats in here, photo or recipe. You could journal on this one. Here we have, we have a bottom pocket with two photo mats in it. Photos could be placed here and here. And like I said, I keep saying photo. Back page has two photo mats in. And you can certainly put a photo or a recipe card there. do some journaling on the bottom. The next page here, this is the right side of the book. We've already gone over this, so I'm going to open this and we'll get on to this. This is where I use the Bow Bunny photo mats, photo sleeves. This collection was so nice because it did have recipe cards with it. And on the front of, and there were 6 on a sheet. The front of the recipe cards has a place for the title, from the kitchen of, ingredients, serves how many, the time, and the cook time. On the back, you can write the directions. So I do have 8. This page here has a 4x6 and 2 3x4s, so there are 9. You could actually put 18 recipe cards there. This is open that I placed in there 2 different sheets that I had downloaded from the internet, and this is a table of measurements, which I know I've used once or twice. And this here is a handy kitchen conversion chart, which may or may not come in handy. These 3 recipe card holders is what I had in my stash, so I chose to put them here. There are 3. You could also load them on the back and have 6 in there. This last page is an expandable pocket, which is really quite roomy. As you can see, I have my whole hand in there, and it does have a magnet for the closure. This is really nice because if you ever cut out recipes from the newspaper or print them offline, or if you're in the doctor's or dentist's office and you cut them out of a magazine, which we're not supposed to do, but you know, we do it. We can place them in here, and then here on the flap, we could write down what the recipes were that we put in this pocket. But like I said, this book was so very nice. It's a lovely recipe book. It will hold a lot of recipes, and the suggestion that I had given you with the family recipes and the pictures would be a lovely touch to your album, no matter what paper company that you used. At this time, I would like to thank you for taking your time and letting me share my recipe folio with you. And I would like to tell you that I do sell my albums on eBay. I am a member of the Paper Hen House, and on eBay I sell under the Paper Hen House as Darde, D-A-R-D-E, or Scrappin', Stampin', and Inkin' by Darde. Please, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below and I will get back to you. And it would be very nice, I would appreciate if at this time when you're going through the video, I know I made some mistakes. I'm still nervous at doing this because I'm new, but I totally love making mini albums and I love sharing them with everyone. And I don't mind if anyone ever copies from my materials or anything that I make. Please, you're more than welcome to. But I would like to say that if you would please subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be absolutely wonderful. At this time again, I want to say thank you. It's been my pleasure, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you, and bye-bye.